in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks, online, doing the pre-show right now, guys. All right, Ace of Vegas in DJ, doing that pre-show. Let me go ahead and get that all set up over here. But yeah, let's go ahead and do our. We're gonna pass it out to our social media, homies.
Yes,
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I am. You are live right now.
Nice. Yeah, because I can't reach my phone. I found something out with my phone when I was recording the other day. If I have it too close to my microphone, it creates this like static field, and then I can't hear myself. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's why I'm away from mine tonight, because I actually host my own show, live broadcast here in my studio downtown.
Oh yeah.
So I've been going balls to the wall for 2 weeks, and I'm in my actual studio downtown where I live. So I've learned a little bit of a few things. Called our football game the other night. I kind of like the official media outlet for our town.
Oh, right on. Real talk. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're a pro streamer. I still do this out of my basement, just kind of goofing off. But yeah,
I'll tell you what, you straight up, man. Once you hit your 1,000, bro, man, you're over 2,000 now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it was the time of the season too, because it really started getting popping around April. I got a good video out there in May, June. It started to pick up, and then it was just July, August, September. It's starting to slow down kind of this month, October. It just seems to be going with like the season, like the on season. In Vegas is like April through October, so This is when it's starting to chill out. So I'm looking to do some more fun Vegas stuff just to kind of enjoy myself a little bit more. Then we'll do some of the more popular stuff probably during the summertime, spring and summer.
I used to only go in February because I'd always go right after the tax check. So I never knew Vegas being hot at one point.
Oh yeah, right. Hey, I'm all about that. I'm all about cool Vegas. I like cool Vegas actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think my best time going to Vegas, it was with my spouse. She and I went for our anniversary in February of last year, and it was beautiful. It was just gorgeous.
Low night, but man, you can't complain during the day. It's in the 60s.
Oh no, it was great, man. Yeah, I'm 100% on board with you there.
What's funny is my studio, it broadcasts out into the street, so they're hearing us live as well.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. All right, cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and pass out the link on the podcast here. We are live with DJ. Live with DJ talking Vegas. Nice. Okay.
I looked to my page in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DJ. Oh yeah. I just saw that link. I just put it up on the Twitter there. Speaking of which, too, let me go ahead and add you as a moderator. So if we got to drop in some of your links too, now you can do that. Since you're co-hosting, you get to be a moderator. So welcome to the moderation team.
All right.
Yeah, because I do that. That's how I roll. All right, so I'll copy. And let me go ahead and put this up on the Instagram too, because I've started to develop a little bit of a following on Instagram too. For some reason.
You're just blowing up, Ace.
A little bit of a following, man. Just trying to enjoy myself.
What's cool is you and I kind of came up together, man.
I know, yeah, because I think you were the one that got me into that other YouTuber group. That's actually where I met Ray, that I'm doing the collab with next month, too. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah, started following me, and I started following you. And we both came up.
Yeah, I think we busted the 1,000 subscribers. No, I think you beat me to 1,000 subscribers.
I beat you there, but man, you surpassed me. I'm still sitting around 1,200 right now. So
hey, no, it's 1,200 more than we started with.
That much. I took the summer off, so I really got to get back at it, man.
No, it's all good. I'm ready for you. We'll do more collabs.
Oh, definitely, dude.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, I think it's about the top of the hour. Yeah, let's definitely let's go ahead and get started with this. Welcome back to the #Vegas Video Podcast. Here is your host Ace of Vegas, and today we are joined with our co-host DJ from What's Up with DJ. DJ, say what's up.
What up, Tube? That's my slogan, man. #What up, Tube, everybody.
All day. All right, so we're gonna have a hell of a show right here. TJ, tell them what we got planned, my man.
Well, I think you're wanting to do some craps stuff with me?
I
Because
want to
I
play
think
some
you
craps,
got
man.
introduced to me, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how to stretch your money in Vegas and do Vegas. I would say do as much of a high roller you can on a low roller's budget.
Balling on a budget, because that's what we're all about over here.
All of us aren't rich anymore, bro. We're
Man.
trying.
Anymore. Shoot, I never got there. All right, man. Hey, let's go ahead and actually, while we got you over here, yeah, go ahead and tell us a little something about yourself there, DJ. Go ahead and plug your channel. Tell us what you're about.
All right. Well, my channel is What's Up with DJ. Started out tubing on. I was a trucker. Of course, I was doing trucking tutorials. You get bored, you kind of do that thing. Where I really started gaining traction is when you go to trucking, you go to orientations, and I started doing orientations on each trucking company. And then when I couldn't pass my CDL anymore due to physical stuff, I started having surgeries and stuff. So I've been off work for a year now. I decided to find a new niche, and you happen to find it. I want to give a little advice to the YouTubers out there. If you're going to start a YouTube page, find a niche within a niche. So like I do travel, but then I break it down. So like everybody wants to see, like I do two things. I'm sorry. I do gambling tutorials, which is how
That's how I found you.
and I do traveling, which actually does probably my most money on monetization, because everybody wants to see their hotel room, what a cruise ship looks like, what the resort looks like, yada yada yada. I've done Vegas stuff. I've done the Rio out there, and then I've also done a bunch of gambling tutorials. I don't even know how many I've done, to be honest with you, but that's where I started out, and then I started doing traveling, and I figured the two niches are both working real well. So my channel is basically a combination of both. If you're going somewhere, you can look up a cruise ship or hotels or destinations that I've done, or basically if you're going to Vegas for the first time or you want to learn. A lot of people are scared of craps, which I think is why we're going to talk about it. I have some craps tutorials and strategies on there. Haters are going to hate. It's funny. It don't matter what you do, they're going to hate. But if you listen to my strategy, you'll understand why I do it. But also have beginner stuff. Basically, just if you type in "crazy for poker," which we've all seen in the casino, I'm sure you've seen it, Ace, right?
Oh God, it's I hate.
Type
I thought Pai Gow poker was
on
insane.
YouTube, I'm the one video in the world on that. So pretty much, I just try to help everybody out and do tutorials to basically let people learn about things that I find interesting. And also, if I look something up, for instance, I just got off a cruise from Carnival and I couldn't find my stateroom anywhere. So I was like, ding, there's a YouTube video for you right there. I'll have market cornered. So
there you go. So if you guys like gambling, if you guys like gambling on or off cruise ships, DJ's the man to talk about. And actually, speaking of which, let's go ahead and
on there, man. Don't even get me started about that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll into that, actually. And when I say roll, I do mean roll literally. Let's talk about craps, man. So, all right, I've been to casinos, obviously. This might be a surprise to some of you folks, but Ace of Vegas goes to casinos. So if you guys are expecting this to be kind of a Barney style, like this is going to be fun, Thomas the Tank Engine, family sort of stuff. Who the hell have you been watching for the last year and a half? I don't know what's going on there. But no, I've been to casinos, and there's this weird place in the middle of the casino. It's a table game, and people are just always hyped about it. It's young people, older people. I've noticed especially Gen Xers really seem to love this game over here. And it's these nut jobs that are all screaming at each other. You guys can see in this picture that this guy's just throwing dice. And everybody's loving it. He's got all these pretty girls next to him, and he's got this couple over here that's super excited, lady with the pearls and all that, and everyone's so super hyped. They got these drinks. What the hell is this game? I don't get it.
So craps is actually the best game in the casino, technically odds-wise. If you just play the pass line, which I will have to... I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind you on sharing stuff. I was too busy talking to you, and I'm trying to share it to my pages here. So just 1 second there.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Anyway, I'm going to have to pull it up. Like I said, I've been doing so many traveling videos lately. But, I mean, if you just play the pass line, your odds come down to under 1%. House advantage, which is basically the best in the house.
Gotcha. So what's the goal of craps really? Like, I know how to play blackjack. You guys know I'm all about the card games. I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I do with these dice over here? Because I can't draw a dice. I can't, like, manipulate my dice over here. I play, I play I play cards, but I don't know how to make these dice do what cards do. What's the goal here?
All right, so if you got are you pulling up the simulator, or you want me to tell you?
Oh, I got the simulator in the back over here. We can we can go ahead and get down with the game like right now if you want to roll straight into
I think
it.
it's a little bit easier to do. I mean, basically, let's pull up the simulator because it's a lot easier if you put the visual with what I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah, let's get that sim going there, son. All right. Thomas thinks that the don't pass line has better odds. It sounds like a time for an experiment.
This will love, and I mean love my tier crap strategy, brother.
All
Trust
right,
me.
Thomas. All right, you hear that, brother?
Fine.
Right on.
And yes, the don't pass has better odds because you're playing with the house. That's why you don't get as much money.
All right, on. Oh, we got pop-up fishing in the house too. We were actually just talking a little bit before the stream over here. Oh shoot, what you drinking over there, man?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Diet Dew, bro.
Diet Dew. Okay, I'm doing the Avalanche. I had some more from Breckenridge, so I got that Avalanche. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll into the strategy over here. So I'm gonna be the sucker, doing the sucker bets. I swear if I lose all my all 10,000 of my imaginary dollars, I'm coming after you, man.
All right.
All right, no, I got more free chips. Hold up, let me go ahead and do this free chips thing. What's this do? Oh, I don't want to participate in this.
There you are. I see you.
Yeah, all right, you see me now.
What are you using?
Oh, I'm using my BlueStacks emulator over here. You play on BlueStacks, right?
I played a little bit on everything. I'm gonna move this over so I look at the camera while I'm talking to you here. So
yeah.
I've got your screen up. It's like you're playing a little bit of Hold'em.
No, that's just the ad. I wanted some free chips, so when I inevitably start losing because I pressed the wrong button, we'll be okay. All right, that's 500 bonus imaginary dollars. Let's go ahead and get this ish popping, right?
All right.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna hit play. Okay, so explain this board to me. What is all this nonsense over here? There's an off button over here. Someone gave me $11,000. Why would they do this?
Okay, so the off button means it's an open board, means there's no point established. And what I mean by point established is you see the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 up top there, right?
Yeah, I got them right here. I see them.
Those are your points, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the come out roll.
So that's this big thing in the middle is, right?
Off, that means it's a new shooter, okay?
Okay.
So on a come out roll, 7 and 11 are automatic winners.
Okay.
2, 3, and 12 are automatic losers unless you're playing the don't pass, which we'll get in that in a little bit. And then any other number, which the only other numbers left are the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, become your point. So you're the shooter. Puck. Anytime you see the puck off, that means it's a brand new game, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and bet whatever you want to there on the pass line.
All right. Well, since I'm a big money player, I'm gonna go ahead and put some big money out over here. So I'm gonna take my 500. I'm gonna put it on the pass line, right?
Alrighty.
Okay. Cool. So now I'm also the shooter for all intents and purposes here because this is a simulator, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So this is where everyone would bet on the pass line or the don't pass line, right?
This is where you walk by a casino and you see like 20-some people gathered around a pool table. This is the pool table.
Okay, cool. All right, so we all put our bets down.
What you're gonna do now is you're gonna throw those dice.
All right, let's go. Go dice roll. Oh, okay. We got that 6. What's up?
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. So you say you got a 6?
Mm-hmm.
Here, there it is. Okay, so now 6 becomes your point. You see how that puck went on?
Yeah, I saw that. How's that work, by the way?
It's established. Okay, now other betting begins. When I say other betting, you can place bets out there on anywhere in the board, okay?
Okay.
You can play the field, you can play the 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. If you just want to play the pass line and the odds, which Craps does something that the others don't. They give you true odds. So you're going to put $6 on, or I'm sorry, if you have a $5 bet, it's in $6 increments, okay? So
so for all intents and purposes, let's call this a 5. Let's call this a $5 bet.
So if you wanted to, and you're playing that, you could throw like $6 on an 8,
Okay,
which a
let's do
lot
that.
of people do because 6 and 8 are the easiest two numbers to hit besides a 7.
Okay.
7, of course, is the easiest to hit, which is why it's the worst one, because you don't want to hit it after you've done it.
Right, because it's 1 in 6 chance, right?
7 again. You could roll, which I've done, 45 minutes without rolling a 7, and you're going to be best friends with everybody in the hotel.
Nice.
So now, no, take that off that 8, like right there. Take that off. There's a place and a buy. You want to place the 8. So if you see that little rectangle below there,
okay.
Go up to the 8, and then you'll if you go underneath the 8, you'll see, yes, right around in there. It should say place or buy.
All right. It told me it just let me put a whole bunch of money down on it. Is that about right?
Yeah, I don't know why this one's not. You can place or buy. Okay.
Okay.
There's theories out there that you always buy the 4 and a 10, you place the 5, 6, 8, 9. There's theories that say you place them all, but either way, what you're doing is you're getting odds on that 8.
Okay.
Okay. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because this is a basic strategy that people use for just beginners.
Okay.
If you don't just want to play the pass line and you want to play the 8, you do that.
Okay.
But if you want odds on your 6, okay, because technically right now you're playing the 6 and the 8. Are you with me?
Okay, so I want to bet on the 6 and the 8 in that little box that's right below
You
him.
don't want to bet on a 6. You put it back behind the pass line to get your true odds on there. So if you go back behind your 500 on the pass line,
Yep.
it's going to let you, like, Casino Royale has 100 times odds, so you bet 100 times your bet. So most of them I've seen, they go anywhere 3 to 4, 5, 6 times your bet, depends. But basically you're risking more money, but you're going to get rewarded more in the long run.
Okay.
So if I just say throw 1,000 down right there.
All right, so behind the pass line?
Yes, it should say odds.
Let's see. I don't see it on here.
This is a weird simulator.
Yeah, definitely.
Supposed to be able to put your odds back there. It should ask you for your odds on the pass line.
Back here? All right, so it works like that.
Yep. So you would throw $1,000 on there, and then if the 6 hits, see right now your 8 is going to pay you odds, and a 6 is only going to pay you even money. There you go.
All right, so I got it right. Okay.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm not sure what this is, if it's 6 to 5 or what the odds are on the 3 or on the 6 and 8 right now. It depends on what tables you're playing on.
Okay.
Right now, you're going to get odds on your 6, and you're going to get odds on your 8. Now, here's the thing. When you roll until 2 conditions happen right now, okay?
Okay.
A 7 rolls, you're done, you lose. Any other number rolls, you just keep rolling. People have bets out there everywhere. Right now, you're rooting for, my opinion, people root for the point too much. I want to see like 5, 6, 7, 8s in a row, because that's where you're going to make some money.
Okay.
And then hit the 6. So right now, what you want to do is you want to roll and you want to see if you can hit the 6 or 8. You do not want to ever see the 7 again right now.
All right.
7 is a bad number.
Let's go dice roll.
Good.
All right, going for the roll. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Make some noise. All right.
We'll yell yo a lot. Yo means 11, if you ever hear that.
I didn't hear anyone scream yo, so I don't think. Oh, yeah, it looks like I got a 9.
Okay, so if you would have had money on 9, you would have made money there. So people who would have had money on 9 would have been screaming and yelling. So go ahead and roll again.
All right, let's go ahead and scream and yell again. Who in the audience had money on 9? That's a 10, so also no one screaming and yelling.
All right. Well, actually, if somebody had money on 10, they would, because they're probably getting 2 to 1 on their money there.
Okay, so they're not that interested in the 10.
There's a hard 10. People would really be hooting and hollering, because if you look over to your right on those sucker bets, that hard 10 pays 7 to 1.
Ooh.
So you get $10 down there, you're getting $70 for that hard 10 right there.
Hashtag would smash. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and get another roll in there. Let's go dice roll. Oh, what happened? Oh, I got a 6.
There you go. You won. Now
I won money. Why?
Up there is what's cool, and you're going to make some big money here on the back here, because you're going to get your odds.
Okay.
So you started with what?
I started with 11,000, and I just made, and I'm back up to 12,100, and I have 600 on the table. So I have a total.
What happens is, because you won that 8, is still there, but it's off because you see the puck is off.
Yeah, why did that happen?
Okay, now that's because you won.
Oh,
Okay. Now it's a brand new roll game, but it doesn't pass the shooter. You won, so you stay the shooter. Now you can take that 8 down. Right now, the 8, if you roll, the 8 is off. Okay. On a normal table, they would say, they would put it off, and you can say, hey, I want the 8 on. Nobody ever does it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. 99% of the people don't ever do it. But the 8 just sitting there waiting on the next roll, okay? So it is off. It's almost like an empty board again. So don't even pay attention to that. You have a clean table. So you want to go ahead and roll again.
all right. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just hit roll, right?
Yep.
All right. Do I bet the pass line or do I not?
Oh, yeah. You always want to bet the pass line,
All right,
unless you
put
do
my-
my tier point strategy.
Cool. No, I'll bet the pass line. I want to make some money. Let's do this. I don't know why you guys let me do this every other Sunday. Why do you people watch me? Oh, it came back to the 8s, but I didn't get nothing. That's whack.
Okay, that's because it's off, but that's not bad. See, so what you want to do is move that money to the 6.
Okay, so let me go ahead and clear my bets here. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna get that 6 right quick. Okay, so I got it on the 6.
It's lagging, so okay.
Yeah, I know it's
So
got like a 10-second
on the
lag.
6, and don't forget to put your odds back there on the 8. You're gonna get the same odds you did on that 6.
There we go. Okay, I'm down with that.
Okay, so go ahead and put your odds back behind that pass line again. I think you threw 1,000 down there last time.
Yeah, I did indeed, and I got 1,000 down there. So now I got another 2,100 on the table. Let's go.
All right. Now, this is the only reason I'm showing you this is because a lot of people will do this. There will be people that won't even play.
Oh, I hit a 7. That's bullshit, man.
There you go. Did you hit it? Did you hit the 7?
I hit the 7. You guys can't see me on the screen yet, but I hit that 7.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm glad that happened though, so they could see that. Now the reason I showed you that's a beginner strategy. A lot of people will tell you play the 6 and 8. Some people will come up to the table and just play the 6 and 8. They won't even play the pass line. They won't shoot the dice. They'll just play their money on 6 and 8 because the best odds to hit dice, because you can hit the 6 and 8 3 ways, right? You can hit, like, let's take the 8. You can hit double 4s, which is a hard 8.
Right.
You can hit 5-3.
Right.
Or you can hit 6-2. So
Yeah.
there's 3 ways to hit an 8. 7, there's got every number on the dice can do a 7. That's why the 7 is the house edge.
So mathematically, that's a 1 in 6 chance.
Yes.
Okay.
So and then you go down to the 5 and 9. You got 2-3, 4-1, and that's it, right?
Let's see. You got for the 5, it's 2-3, 4-1. Yeah, that's the only way it goes.
So 2 ways out there, and then for the 4, you've either got 3-1 or hard 4.
Yeah, like 3-6 and then 4-5. Yeah.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is a lot of people, if they want to just not wait on the pass line, they will play that just like you did with the 8 or the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will just only play the pass line. If you are down and out, and I mean talking like you're on your last $50, I recommend going to Harrah's Properties, which is Caesar's Properties or whatever you want to call it now, Caesar's Entertainment.
Yep.
They have what they call a fire bet. You can put $5 or $10 on a pass line and put $5 down on the fire bet. And if they roll 4 of those numbers, you'll get, I think, 25 to 1. Bottom line is if you hit all 6, you get 1,000 to 1. So that's if you're on your last dime. That's for me. If you are on your last dime and you want to try to make some money, I'd play the fire bet. But beginner strategy I just gave you right there. You play the pass line and then you play the 6 and 8. If you would have hit another number, like let's say you would have hit the 5, then that would have been the point.
Yeah.
A lot of people still play the 6 and the 8 because then you've got 3 numbers working. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. So you're kind of working your odds to keep it going.
Basically, you're at $5 table. You got $5 on the pass line, and then you put 6 on the 6, 6 on the 8, and then whatever you want on the odds. It just depends. They'll let you max out at a certain amount. So say it's 5 times odds, you could put $25 back behind there for odds. Anyway, that is a basic craps strategy. If you want to go basic, you would just play the pass line and not not even play anything else. A lot of people do that, just put like $10 in the pass line and hope that the point hits. So you can either hit a 7 or you hit your point.
All right.
But I tried to do one that's just a basic one that people try to make money. Pretty much when I first started playing, that's what I did. Now, if you want to make some money, the any but 7, or the iron cross as people call it, is a very risky way to do it, but you make money. I call it the any but 7 because 20 years ago when I started playing, a professional player showed it to me, called it the any but 7. I made a video on it on my page, and people were like, "It's called the Iron Cross." I don't care what you call it; it's the same thing.
Right. It's just
If
you're either gonna win or lose.
I can show it to you real quick. You risk a lot, but I've walked away with thousands of dollars playing this.
Well, let's go ahead and ask Jude. Actually, Jude is in the live chat right now. He was telling me that he's going to Vegas next Sunday. So, Jude, what kind of strategy are you looking for, man? Go ahead and let me know. I know you're taking notes. So let's go ahead and kick it here a second. Let me tell a funny crap story though, right quick, while I got you.
Fine.
I think I've told this to the channel before too, but I actually did make $240 playing craps, absolutely not knowing what I did because I talked to a lady of the night.
Yeah. We've all been up by the ladies of the night.
I didn't know she was though. She said that she was like a nurse or something like that. And this was young dumb single me. So obviously
Now you can spot them a mile away, bro.
Yeah. She wasn't part of the picture, so I was like, oh okay, let me go ahead and follow Pretty Girl to Craps Table, see what happens. She said, give me money. I'm like, okay, because dumb 20 something. And then she made me like $240, so I kicked her. I took care of her bar tab and all that. I was gonna go ahead and take her back to my room, and then we got there, got a bottle, and then she was like, just FYI, I'm a working sort of girl. I'm like, yeah, I know. You told me you're a nurse. I thought that was like really inspiring. Come on, let's go upstairs. And she's like, no. I get paid to do the wild thing. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't part of the agreement, and left.
That's funny.
It was cruel. I mean, she was like, well, you got to pay me for your time. I'm like, for my time. I'm like, no, you were hanging out with me like platonically, like at first. Yeah. Also, I paid your bar tab because you made me some money. So, we're even.
Anybody that's never been to Vegas, I will give you a tip. The girls you think are ladies of the night that dress that way, those are not the ones. Mm-mm. The ones that dress normal are the ones that are. Trust me. Yeah, you'll know when you get out there.
All right, so Jude saw the 6 and 8 strategy that we just did, and we just talked about just betting the pass line for a beginner. Let's go ahead and do something a little more intermediate. Let's not get expert. You guys can go ahead and check out DJ's channel. I've got him in the link in the description box below if you guys want to get a little more advanced. But let's just go ahead and do something intermediate. Let's go ahead and do a step up from the 6 and the 8.
All right, let's step up from the 6 and the 8. I would say... a lot of people will just play all the way across, so they will play every number.
Okay, so let me go ahead and start it up. So let me see if I got this right, see if you taught me well. I'm going to bet the pass line first, and I'm going to go ahead and roll for my point, right?
Correct.
All right, here we go. Let's roll. I'm going to speed.
Now, remember, a 7-11 wins because you're off. So a 7-11 wins right now, even money. 2, 3, 12 loses.
I got a hard 8, so we good. That means something radically different in Blackjack. That's why this is throwing me off a little bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and load up my pass line back here, right? Now that I got the 8, the point is on the 8. What do I do, boss?
For some reason, you keep doing 6s and 8s, man. So anyway, so go ahead and throw money on 4, 5, 6, 9, 10.
So 4, 5, 6. Oops, bloody hell. Didn't want that. Undo. 6, 9, and 10. $5 is fine.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was hoping to show that. Our average person is going to bet probably a $5 table. So you'll bet $6 on a 6 and 6 on the 8 because of the odds.
Okay.
Or 6 5. So for every $6 or for every $5, you get 6.
But my 8 is my point. So
yeah. So you're going to still bet your odds back there on just like you did last time behind your pass line.
All right, but I'm still going to hit that.
But 6 of you, I can't tell. Is that $500 or $5?
Oops. Yeah, it's 500, but it's
okay.
Like
no, take it off. Take that off the 8. Take that off the 8.
Oh, so that wasn't supposed to be like 1,000. Okay, let me undo that. All right, so let me go ahead and
$5. If you walk up to a craps table, it's $5. They're going to ask you for $6. So basically, you're looking at if you bet across the board,
Yeah.
you're looking at $32 to bet across the board.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've got like $47
But
on the
you
board
want
right
to
now,
take that eight
basically.
down. You're already betting your 8 on the pass line. You don't want to waste that money up there.
Oh,
on that
okay. I got you now. So I'm gonna take it off the 8, and then I'm just gonna put it down here on the pass line, right?
No, you'd put it on your odds if you want, or just take it back.
Okay, so like that.
There you go, right there.
Okay. So I got it right now.
Here's something I do if I have the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I go ahead, and if the 8's my number, I'll go ahead and throw some money on the hard 8.
Okay, so let me go ahead and put a buck on the hard 8.
Expert, you're talking just intermediate stuff.
Yeah.
So since you're rolling for that point anyway, you can hit a 5-3, a 4-4, or a 6-2. So you got a 33% chance to hit that out there. So what a lot of people do is if they have any of the hard ways as the point, they will go ahead and throw it on a hard way. Now you guys got to keep in mind or listen, there's 100 different ways to play this game, and people will argue with you just like they will over blackjack or any other game. You play, it's your money, you do what you want.
Right on. I will definitely argue that there's only one correct way to play blackjack if you want to make money, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and roll. Let's see how we do here. Straight across. Let's go, boys and girls. I know we got some ladies in the audience. That was an 11, so that was an ish.
See, if we would have played the Iron Cross, you would have won.
I feel like the Iron Cross, you just put a ton of money out there, and then you just win unless you lose. It seems to be it.
Actually, you would be putting less than what you got out there now.
Oh, good to know. We'll have to talk about that offline. Here, let me go ahead and get another roll in here, see how we do. Let's go. Spinners and sharks. Oh, that was a 12. That wasn't ish either.
You would have tripled on that one.
All right, we're going to have to talk about this Iron Cross some more. One more roll. Let's go, kids. That was a 10. Okay, so that made me some money.
There you go.
All right, now do I put another $5 down on the 10?
Nope.
Just keep rolling?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it took it off. If you're playing a real craps table, it stays on. It doesn't take it off. I'm sorry. The video's lagging. I didn't know what you meant.
No, it's all good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reload my 10 over here.
There you go. You hit your point.
Yeah, I hit my point. Now it's off. So do I clear my table? Can I take my bets back?
Clear it.
And let's see how much money I have now that I've cleared.
Now I'll tell you this: on a normal table, your bets will stay out there, and they'll just stay off.
It looks like it stayed out here. It did stay out there.
Okay. So anyway, that was more of an intermediate strategy. You just basically played the numbers, and what you try to do is, remember I just told you that too many people root for the point. Mm-hmm. I don't want the point or the 7 because the 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 are what's making you money. So I'd rather roll for an hour and hit those. That's how I win thousands of dollars playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, big baller. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they got the point back on the 9, so now I can bet back and then get that pass line back and all that. And
yep,
it's not letting me bet on the pass line. What the hell's wrong with this thing?
That's because you went ahead and rolled without putting on a pass line.
Don't. Okay, so remember to hit that pass line bet, kids.
Yeah.
Ace is bad at craps.
It's hard to explain because the dealers will also tell you, hey, sir, are you in? They'll say if you don't have your money out there because you're drinking and talking or whatever, they'll say, hey, sir, are you in? And, sorry, and put your money on the pass line.
Gotcha. Good to know. Well, let me go ahead and roll it without the pass line, see what happens, just for giggles. I made money. Neat. Oh, no, it lets me do the pass line now. That's awesome because I'm off. Okay, so then I roll again and try and get that point. Oh, this is going great. Okay, cool. Hit me with that 11, so I made some money on it.
Yep. So I don't know what's going on right now. The puck is off.
Oh, I got a 7, so they gave me more money. The puck is still off. Oh, nice. I'm up to 13,000.
The puck is off.
Wow, I like this. This is fun. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today's video. Tune in next time. Nice. Okay. Right on. Well, I guess any final thoughts on it before we go ahead and close this application up and move on to the next part of our.
As you see, it's pretty easy. I mean, if you want to, you can just bet the pass line. You had good luck. The dice can be bad. A lot of times people, maybe 10 people around there, and there may be a hot roller. They'll just pass to that hot roller because a lot of people can set the dice and throw them certain ways and so on and so forth. But you made quite a bit of money there. You started out with only what?
11,000. I'm up to 15,720
So yeah, you got pretty
dollars.
old there, and we didn't even use any aggressive combinations, so you did pretty good there.
All right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna cash out. All right, good game, guys. I'm gonna collect my bonus too, whatever that was, because I'm sure that's what they'd call a rebate or whatever.
Wants to know what he should be doing as a beginner when he gets to the table.
Oh, yeah, definitely that pass line that you said, right?
Yeah. Where should you be playing craps? It really doesn't matter because it's not like blackjack. Craps, you just roll the dice. I mean, of course, people get mad when they do, but they can't get mad at you because it's just a roll of dice. So you really don't have, like, if you play a card wrong on blackjack, you know how guys will get mad.
I do get mad because you're bad at blackjack
So
if you do that.
you can walk up to any table you want. If it's a $5 table, $10 table for beginners, I would try to find a $5 table for beginners if I was just a beginner. That way you don't lose a lot of money. And if you're going to walk up, you're going to put $5 on the pass line, and then let it roll, and then you can go from there if you want to put odds behind it and you want to play any of these other strategies. If you go to my page, I have the beginner's guide on top of other strategies. But in short, just to answer your question there, Jude, as a beginner, when you get to the table, just cash in 100 or whatever you would normally do. You'll get your chips and play the pass line. And if the puck is off, you're rooting for a 7-11. If it's on, you're rooting for your number. And there's just 100 different ways to play. And, people get scared by all the numbers on the board, but really they're all just different bets. That's all they are. It's just different bets. You don't have to bet all of them. You just bet what you want.
Honestly, I feel so much better now. So thank you for that. Hopefully, Jude, that was helpful for you. And we're wishing you all the luck and, more accurately, the best math in Vegas right now. Thanks for dropping by, and thanks for getting us on this new strategy over here. I think I might play this a little bit.
The first time I played this, it was dumb luck. I won $1,200, and I got hooked. So
you crazy son of a bitch, you.
Yeah.
Indeed. And, feel free to go ahead and spit and swear if you want here, too. I don't censor anything on my channel. None of my stuff is suitable for monetization anyway. I just kind of do it for fun.
But yeah, it's a great game. And let me tell you what, if you get on a hot table, which if you were on with us in the beginning, or if you watch this back, where Ace said you hear all these crazy people screaming, it's because you're a team. That's what I love about it. This whole thing's a team. You win, everybody wins, man. If you've ever seen Vegas Vacation and Rusty's Nick Papa Giorgio because he's rolling dice hot, man, that stuff really happens, man.
I love that movie.
You'll have guys buying you money. I mean, I've had a guy tip me money because I was on such a long roll and made him so much money that he walked over and handed me 100 spot for.
He gave you a cut. He's like, "Here you go, son."
I swear, he gave me $100 chip. Said, "Thanks, bro." I was like, "No problem."
All right, note to self: get good at craps. Dice roll.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of which, too, now that you got that $100, how do you save it? Let's go ahead and talk about saving money in Vegas.
All right.
So, DJ, you want to go ahead and start us off? We got tips. Our boy Jude is heading out to Vegas actually on Sunday, so I'm sure he's going to need these tips over here. Jude, just let us know in the live chat. Is this your first trip, or is this? I know you normally play blackjack, but you could be playing at your locals and all that. Is this your first trip to the city of Neon? Let us know in the comment section down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk some money saving tips. What do you got for us, DJ?
Well, is it your first trip? That's what I want to know first. And where are you staying?
Oh, yeah. Pop up talking about that coupon run. We still got to get together offline about that, man. We got to talk about that because we've been planning a coupon run. DJ, yeah, we'll go ahead and get together on that. Talk about that.
Okay.
Jude has been on 100 trips since 2009. Nice.
It depends on where you're staying and how much you're bringing with you. I would say if you're staying on the strip, you're going to spend a little more. But if it's your first time, that's why I want to know it's your first time. If it's your first time to Vegas, you stay on the strip. The more you go out there, the more you venture out. I am personally now a Palms player. I love the Palms. One thing I love about the Palms is when they comp you completely. You don't pay resort fees or anything. So when you go out there, you literally go out for free, like it used to be, and like it still should be.
Indeed. All right. So definitely make sure you're playing within playing with your bankroll there, right?
Yeah. I didn't know. Let me see. What did he say? Where should I be playing crabs?
Yeah, that was a while back
Oh, that
there,
was
but
a
yeah,
while ago.
if we're just talking money, if we're just talking general money savings tips, though.
Oh, general money saving tips.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're on to the next
Uh,
card, bro. We're on to the next card.
so anyway, general money saving tips for your first time players, absolutely coupons. They will hand you so much free stuff for being a first time player. First of all, always get a card. Every casino you go to, get a player's card. You will get free stuff. You can get T-shirts. You can get 2-for-1 buffets. I mean, it's granted the old days of Vegas are a little bit more. It's a little bit more stingy now than it used to be, but with the exceptions of things like My Vegas and things like that have helped out. I would say one thing that I do to save money is I use the My Vegas app, and I would say definitely don't go to the buffets the unless you get them free on My Vegas, because the day of the 2.99 buffet that you see famously is gone. Try to hit. They got McDonald's right there between Harrah's and Casino
Oh,
Royale.
they do. They do
I'm not
indeed.
saying don't hit one ever, but if you're out there for 4 days and you spend, money on each one of them, you can drop a couple $100 just by yourself and buffets.
Indeed, indeed. Actually,
Easy.
speaking of which, too, while we're talking by yourself, too, I was gonna go ahead and jump off of that too and say get social. You'd be surprised at how much money you can save going as a group. I mean, especially if you guys are all getting little freebies here and there too, because casinos will offer you these 2-for-1s or 3-for-2s or that sort of thing too. I've actually got a great little reward that you guys actually picked for me. One of those Tom Urban's My Vegas rewards where it's 2 40-ounce beers for the price of one. And I'm fixing to go ahead and go during happy hour, so it's even cheaper for that. So I'm going to have about a day's worth of beer. I'm going to have approximately a 6-pack's worth of beer for like $5, and I have no idea how the hell I'm going to drink that, and I don't know why you guys picked that for me. How dare you? And I'm going to do it because I love you guys. I'm going to do it.
I've turned into a low roller out there. I don't go out there as much to win. I mean, yeah, we all want to win, but I go out there just to enjoy myself
Yeah.
and possibly pay for my vacation. So my big tip is learn how to play Pai Gow. And I'm not talking about the tiles. I'm talking about the card game. They call it the beer drinking game for a reason. It's slow paced. You can't mess it up because they deal every hand. It's fun to play. They have bonuses, but you can stretch $100 all day. I mean, if it's a great game to play, and it's something that for you low rollers, if you want to stretch your dollar, that's a game. If you find a table that's got a screen and good music and a ball game on, that's what I like to do. I like to hit the Plygao table and just sit there and relax and drink beer and just have a good time. And that's my biggest I'd say playing. If you want to talk about actually playing a game, that's my biggest advice to help stretch your dollar.
Honestly, if we're talking playing games, I'm going to say educate yourself. The best players I've noticed are mathematicians, but the worst thing that I've seen people doing, and actually this just happened. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I went to Blackhawk for a friend's birthday. It was myself, my brother, and a couple of our other bros and all that. We went up there. Out of the 6 of us, only 2 of us walked away with a profit. It was still under $100, but it's local, so it's easy to go ahead and make some money there. And then you get tired of gambling up there because it's locals and there's not much else to do aside from gamble there. But I think it was Stark. He lost himself. He lost himself a few bucks. So did Viz. I think Marsh. She didn't lose a lot of money. And Killmonger. He stopped at $20. I asked Mom about that, and she's like, "Oh, he's only gonna play $20." And I'm like, "Cool, go ahead and play your $20 there." I was up, I think, a total of $50 at the end of the trip. Cap was up a total of $70 at the end of the trip because we spent $80 on the live stream for you guys last Saturday. But no worries. Also, Ismail, thanks for coming by the chat, man. Good to see you, brother. But no, I'm gonna say, learn your game. Best
Absolutely.
best odds in the casino. Craps, like DJ just showed us. Baccarat, god awful boring, but it's got really good odds in the casino there. Blackjack.
Really drunk one night, Rio played Baccarat, and I bet the player all night, and I walked away ridiculously up. You're right, man.
It's so boring, but it's good. So Baccarat, craps, perfect strategy blackjack. So learn your basic strategy. Maybe some rudimentary card counting. You're not going to be good enough at it to make money at 6-5, but definitely play your blackjack. If you must play machine, please play video poker.
Yes.
Yeah, and also Pai Gow poker, regular poker. Poker's a better game. Avoid anything with wheels. Anything that with spinning reels and wheels, like the big 6 wheel, stay away from that. Roulette, stay away from that.
So many people sitting there, and I'm like, what are you doing?
They're whipping out their genitalia and they're urinating away money. That's what they're doing, all in one big wheel. That's what's happening.
That's the truth. It is
right.
the truth.
I apologize to my friends on this channel that do like those games. That's fair enough. Actually, Marshall and the boys, they were playing a little bit of roulette, and they were up for a little while. So that was fun for them. But I'm like, they're asking me, hey, how about some roulette? I'm like, no, I'm not playing roulette with 3 people.
You know what? I actually want to say something here that I forgot. I should answer this question this way. If you're a beginner crap player, go to one of the bubble crafts machines or the E-table machines, especially if you're going to use my tier crap method, because it's less fast, it's less, stressful. You got a screen in front of you to put your chips down. You're not actually dealing with chips. So you kind of, let's say you're putting your toe in the water. You're getting kind of a feel of it. And then you can go to a table. I would actually recommend everybody that hasn't played craps, I would recommend the bubble craps. And if you don't know what I mean, it literally, there's a bubble, the dice pop, and they roll.
Big fuzzy dice, and they're ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I've won a lot of money off of those things too. I don't like the random number generator ones because I don't believe they're random. But the dice are they're fun to sit around, and the best thing about it is it's a slower pace. If you got professionals around you, you're throwing chips here, throwing chips there, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do? It can get overwhelming at a table until you get comfortable. So I would say definitely start with one of the bubble craps tables before you walk up to a regular table, and that way you'll know exactly what you're doing, even if you're just playing the pass line.
Right on, right on. Getting out of the casino, though, let's go ahead and talk about actually getting there. Let me go ahead and talk about the airport first, because I know, DJ, you had basically the same idea. Because you were saying fly some of the cheaper airlines. Don't be afraid to fly some of the cheaper airlines, right?
Exactly. I mean, you called it a bus with wings, and it pretty much is.
Yeah.
I know out of Colorado, you're lucky. Denver's got everything.
Well, they got a Frontier hub and they got a United hub, and DIA is one hell of an airport. The place is freaking huge. It's got, I loved it when I was a kid because it had trains in there. But now as an adult trying to get through, and I don't take my daughter to Vegas or anything like that because that'd be a nightmare. And just getting her through security over there would be a nightmare too. And then through the train and all that. I mean, I can barely get myself through there without a freaking panic attack. So
we've got 3 value airlines out of Indy, and they're Frontier, Spirit, and Allegiant.
And Allegiant loves Vegas. My Vegas used to have Allegiant rewards, actually.
Spirit, I'm taking now here in 3 weeks, and it's a 112 round trip. Now you got to figure I'm going 1,800 miles to where you're going like what, a third of that.
Oh, like Denver. It's like 300-400 miles or something like that.
So like you're looking at like if I wanted to fly to somewhere like Pittsburgh or Philly or Chicago, it's close to me here. Yeah. So that's the kind of rates you'd get here. But to go out to Vegas for me, like Southwest has turned in. Yeah, that you don't pay for your bags, but you're still paying $300 for a ticket. Yeah. I'm packing a backpack and not checking a bag, because that's the other thing. Try to not check a bag. You're allowed a personal carry-on, so take your laptop computer bag. Roll up a few T-shirts, wear your sweatshirt and your warm up with you if you're leaving cold weather. And then when you get out there, you've got what you need, especially if you're only there for 3 or 4 days. You can pack it in a backpack, slide it under a seat in front of you, and then you walk right off the plane. You don't go to baggage claim, and you've got everything you need right there, and you haven't spent one extra dime except for your plane ticket.
I 100% agree. That's what I do. I mean, it's easier for gentlemen, I think, than it is for the ladies because ladies, you got to have an evening dress. You got to have like different clothes for different times. I'm not sure what it is, but the dress code is just so much more stringent for women, and it's really is a shame. I think that there should be some gender equality there, but as a dude, I'm definitely going to take advantage of the fact that I only need to pack like a polo, a t-shirt, and a nice button-up shirt, one nice pair of pants, one nice pair of jeans. I get a suit, I get a sport coat. I'm covered for wherever the hell I want to go. The only thing I do is pack 2 pairs of shoes. So the nice shoes, I usually put those in my laptop bag, and then I have my kicking around sneakers and all that. I'm covered for 3 days.
Yeah. And it depends also, like, my Vegas is probably different than your Vegas, and it's different than other guys' Vegas. Some people, if you're going to go to clubs, you have to have the attire for that. If you're just going out there like I do just to play and chill out and, do videos, I'm like you, Ace. I just throw in I'd throw in some shorts, some polos, and, a couple of my favorite hats, and then I just roll with it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just getting to where I try to go as cheap as I can out there because, any more check in a bag, heck, if you can carry on for free and you can roll them up and get them in there, do it, man. Save yourself the $100.
Oh, speaking of saving another $100, you know how else you can save $100? Go to the airport. And you guys aren't going to believe this. I put up a video on my channel, but for anyone that's coming from DJ's channel, go to the airport and buy your tickets. So I think it was $100 round trip for this upcoming trip that I'm going to Vidara in next month, right? I went to the airport. I can't remember why I had to go, but I went anyway. We live pretty close. So we went there, and grand total after taxes and everything, $47.50.
Wow.
Yeah. That was after tax, and yeah, I mean, I think 30 of it went to Uncle Sam and the facility fee and all that, but the actual rate, it was $5 there, and I think $12 back. It was stupid cheap.
I'll tell you what else is cheap out there, and I think it's because not a lot of people do it. And this is my opinion because I think this is a very good way to save money, believe it or not. I did this on my channel. The average cost, let's say you go to mid-strip. If you're going to Harrah's or Mirage, that's considered mid-strip for those of you who have never been there. If you want to take a cab from McCarran to there, which if you've never been there, McCarran literally is right on the strip. It's the closest airport to anything you ever want to go to in your life. It's pretty crazy. But it still costs you about $20 because Vegas traffic is ridiculous. So let's say you tip the guy $5. So that's $50 round trip, right?
Oh, no, it isn't. It's a lot. All right, you've been pretty lucky because I think the lowest I've gotten a taxi from McCarran to anywhere on the strip, and that's even going to like MGM Grand and Luxor and places like that, $32.
Okay. Well, that even makes it even better for me. So let's say you do that. And, I use the My Vegas monorail a lot for my wife and I when we go out there. We buy one, get one free. And then if you want to go downtown, you're looking at $8 for the Deuce for a 24-hour pass. You're over $100. Yeah. My advice is McCarran has the most amazing rental car place, and nobody uses a rental car out there. And there's also free places to park on the strip. So my advice is rent a car. You can get one from, depending on how long you're out there, from $60 for the whole time to $100 for the whole time. And that gives you the ability to go wherever you want. And you can also go eat at fast food chains as opposed to having to hit the buffets or stand on a strip. Because a strip, a Subway, it will cost you $6 combo at home is going to cost you $11 on the strip. So I will
for the same garbage, by the way.
What's that?
I'm just saying for the same garbage, that same $5 foot long, it's a $10 garbage foot long.
So I use it, and we'll go out and we'll hit, just your regular old Jack in the Box or Taco Bell or something like that for lunch. Yeah, but the cool thing about it is then you can get downtown. You park for free right behind Binion's if you want to. I encourage everyone to go out to Red Rock Canyon if you've never been there. my lord, it's beautiful. Hoover Dam. But basically, you can go everywhere you want to go. And the great thing is, even though they're charging to park, you can park at TI or you can park at Casino Royale for free. So you're dead center of the strip, and then you can walk wherever you want to go. That's one of my biggest money saving tips. If you're going to be out there, like if it's your first time out there, you're probably going to stay on a strip and just stay there. But if you've been out there 4, 5, 6 times, I really recommend getting a car and using it to get around, because by the time you've paid, taxis and this, that, and everybody usually goes downtown at least one night and stuff. I really say get a car, and it'll save you some money in the long run, not only just by travel, but by saving you money eating. We would go, like, because we would stay in Rio and they'd have a suite with the hotel. So we'd buy, water and soda and stuff and some snacks for the room. That way we didn't have to worry about that. I mean, it really can save you a lot of money on things that you don't think about in the long run.
Definitely. Actually, while we're talking about rooms too, I was going to go ahead and make a suggestion too that'll actually save you some money getting the type of room that you want. Tip the front desk. So I've kind of made a name for myself.
Does the $20 thing really work?
Oh, dude, I am 10 for 10. Like, how many videos have I posted where it's like, hey, I rolled in here. Now, here's the thing about the $20 tip or the $20 technique. I don't know why people call it a trick, because number one, you're not tricking anybody. These clerks know exactly what you're doing. Number two, they're already empowered to make your experience better, whether this be with a little upgrade here, a little credit there, or whatever. And it's not really the $20 that gets you that. It's asking nicely, asking properly at the right time. And $20 or $30 or whatever you give them, it's just your way of thanking them. But here's how the whole thing works. You make yourself a little sandwich. You can still be sneaky about it, have a little fun with it. Then they know immediately what you're doing. But this is what I always do. I get myself my $20 sandwich, and you make that with a fresh driver's license, your fresh credit or debit card that you're going to use to check in for your incidentals, and then a crisp $20 bill fresh from the bank. Visit the bank first in your home state before you go to Vegas, because those ATM fees will rake you over the coals. I've seen them as high as $11, and the cashier's cage takes 10%, so don't forget about that. But anyway, though, before I get into that, make your sandwich. I like to garnish it with my Players Club card. So I gently remind them, hey, I'm a loyal customer. And it really helps if you have a special event too. Like, hey, this is my little brother's first time out here. What can you do for this? This is my sister's birthday. What can you do for us? Hey, it's me and my wife's anniversary. What can you guys do for us? And they'll usually be like, actually, for me and my spouse, we went out there for our anniversary. And she was like, oh, baby, what are we going to do? And I'm like, I got this over here. Rolling to Mandalay Bay. And, I gave him the credit card, tip, and all that good type of stuff. Say, hey, we're heading out. We're just kind of hanging out for our anniversary. The nice young lady at the counter. Oh, here's another weird thing. For whatever reason, anytime I check into a Vegas hotel, my check-in clerk is always a woman, usually in her late 20s, early 30s, usually very pretty, whatever. And I've had a 100% success rate with this. Getting the $20 tip done. I don't know why it is. Maybe they think I'm cute. Maybe they don't. I'm not sure if that factors in. I'm sure it probably helps if you're cute. So, just whatever, I usually go for women that are a little older than me, not Weezy Jefferson old, just older than me physically, which isn't hard to do because I'm still just short of 30. But no, I do that every time. And I always get some type of upgrade. Now, it's not always a linear room upgrade. Sometimes they will upgrade the room. Other times they'll upgrade the view. But, and this is what they did for me and the boss lady, they upgraded the view for us, put us on the 32nd floor before they renamed it, and then they kicked us, I think it ended up being a $100 credit at the end of the visit for food and drink. So they bought us brunch and lunch the next day just for us showing up there on our anniversary. And then they got us, it was a little bit of a bigger room, just a slight upgrade from the basic, and it was a much higher floor, so we didn't get any casino noise. I think there was a little bit of noise from our neighbor watching TV one night, but I think she and I kept him up watching TV the night before that, so that's just that's just retribution, and that's watching TV, if you guys know what I mean. So... All right, so it's all good stuff. So, just be honest, just don't hey, do you have any complimentary upgrades for us? And I swear 10 times out of 10 if you're me, but 9 times out of 10 if you're just nice, you're honest about it. Hey, do you have any complimentary upgrades? Don't make any big expectations. My boss did this for his family. I think he took his wife, he took his two sons, his two grown sons, and his son's girlfriend, as well as his parents there. He put $100 down on the table for all three rooms, so they covered all three rooms. They got him adjoining rooms, they were updates, or they were upgrades, and then they also got free show tickets for the family. So, you know,
Wow.
it's just about not necessarily just a room upgrade, but getting something for free.
Yeah, I've always wondered. I've never done it.
You
you know,
haven't?
no, because honestly, when I used to go, I was a high roller anyway, so I got
You got the
good
stuff
room.
for free anyway, right? No, for
Now
sure.
I'm a low roller. I always stay. Like I fell in love with off the strip, so the Rio and the Palms became my favorite places to play.
Yeah.
And the Rio, they're all suites, and if you're in a Masquerade Tower, it's both sides are strip view.
Right.
The Palms is just gorgeous. But yeah, I've never tried it. But that's just I've always seen people say that, and I just never thought.
I got an
And
entire playlist
a lot
about that
of people
shit,
don't
man.
realize the Palms is a station casino. So you rack up points a lot quicker at the Palms than you do uh, Mirage or I'm sorry, MGM properties or Caesars properties. They're still comping me, and I was only out there for one day, and they're still comping me free. So if you get a chance to hit any of the station casinos, don't forget that the Palms is actually a station casino.
Nice. All right, cool. So now that we're off of that, I know we're coming up on the top of the hour, but I remember there's one more thing you wanted to talk about. While we're on the subject of MGM casinos, let's go ahead and talk about Bellagio. So the word is dropped. Blackstone owns Bellagio. What the hell do you think these people are going to do about it? And I know I've brought this up a couple times on the podcast, guys, but this is just such a mind-blowing thing that such an iconic, especially Vegas property like this, is not MGM owned anymore. Like, what do we do about this?
Yeah, it's funny. I've never stayed at the Bellagio. I was a Harrah's player because that's where I was a high roller at, so I'd never stayed at the Bellagio. Um, this is actually going to be my first time eating at the Bellagio. I'm going to eat. I got the buffet off of my Vegas for my trip coming out. But yeah, I was just wondering what that was going to do to my Vegas and if that was going to because remember Ti.
I do remember Ti.
There, and then they sold. So we were talking before the air. What was that going to do to the My Vegas app?
Honestly, if you ask me, as the I guess, am I the internet's My Vegas expert? Am I the biggest My Vegas channel there is? I don't know. I don't think there are any other My Vegas channels. So by default, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and say that is. Does that make me the expert? Probably not. I'm not really a programmer. I don't work at Play Studios. I sure as hell don't work for MGM. Otherwise, I'd have much better equipment in the studio than this, than out of my basement, out of my house. That's a weird thing. People accuse me all the time. Like, do you work for MGM? Do you work for My Vegas? Like, yeah, I wish. I'd like to think I'd be getting paid more if I did. But
Right.
no. Honestly, at this point, Papa Fishing has confirmed, yes, I am the My Vegas expert. Excellent, thank you. I appreciate that.
I consider you the My Vegas expert. I used to be when it first started, and then I slacked off. But I was out there when I'm talking the very first week when
March
you
of
had
2012.
It was awesome.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you could use your whole vacation with your rewards, and that's why they made it to where you can only use 3 on their properties and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's still ways to circumvent that now too. But anyway, what I was really getting at, I don't think it's going to change anything. Because here's the thing: Blackstone is the new owner, and Blackstone doesn't know how to manage a casino. We know this because they owned Cosmo and they sold Cosmo, and this is one that I voted. Excuse me, not I voted. The fans voted, and I made the video about. That's probably where a lot of you guys came from the best hotels in Vegas. Cosmo, if nothing else, it's definitely in the top 5 hotels in Vegas. I personally agree with my fans. I do believe it is the best hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. As a 29-year-old, man, I think it's the best Vegas hotel on the Strip. Even as an attached young man, I believe it's the best hotel on the Strip. My friends have told me basically the same sort of thing. It's got that vibrant crowd and all that. And Blackstone sold that because they didn't know what to do with it. They're not really a gaming group. MGM knows what they're doing when it comes down to gaming. So they're going to let MGM continue to run it, and I think they're going to let them run it the way they want to. I mean, My Vegas, that's a great way to get some free stuff, get people into the property. I don't see any reason why they'd quit working with Play Studios.
You know, I know we're on that, but before we end, I want to talk to you about the My Vegas situation.
Yeah, let's
Before
talk
we
about My Vegas. Let's talk a little bit about My Vegas there.
first, I love My Vegas. I still play it all the time. I have like 2.5 million chips. Um, the one thing I have to say, Ace, and like I said, I was there the very first week they rolled it out. Literally, I was in Vegas that week. It was awesome. But the one thing I've noticed, and I say this a lot, and I understand why they're doing it. It's a business, but I believe they've taken the Vegas out of My Vegas.
Now, what do you think that? How so? You might want to expand on that a little bit.
Day, it was all Vegas,
Right.
okay? And you had some really good rewards. I'm talking like real good stuff. And they weren't that expensive.
Right,
And
right.
then it started with partnering up with Allegiant. Uh, so then the awards started going down a little bit because then they had to cover the airfare for Allegiant. And then they started moving out to all their properties, like in Biloxi and Detroit, Windsor. Um,
Yeah.
uh, you see the cruises over in Australia, Hong Kong. So that's why I said they took the Vegas out of My Vegas, because technically it's more like M Life World now, because they're not just My Vegas anymore. I mean, and I understand why they're doing it. It just really, if you could have been there from the beginning to where it was awesome, to where, I mean, they had to crank up your gold coins to get this, you know, compared to that, because now they're paying for, hotels over in Hong Kong, or they're paying for Royal Caribbean cruises or this or that. And I really liked it when it was My Vegas, the whole keyword being Vegas. And I've been keeping my rewards because 2 million would have got you a Royal Caribbean cruise, and now I'm looking over there and it's like 3 million get you a 2-night cruise. Well, I'm a cruiser and I'm telling you 2 nights is nothing.
No,
So
I understand. That's you get on the boat, you get out to the ocean. They're like, okay, let's turn around now.
yeah, it's pretty
That's a
much
2-night cruise.
so yeah. I feel that they've taken the Vegas out of My Vegas. I still think there's some good stuff there, but yeah, I just really wish that they would focus back on there and really focus on what they used to in the beginning.
No, I feel you. I feel you, and I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Although I gotta admit, there have been some benefits. Sea life, for example. Now I have something to do in Arizona. I have no desire to go to Arizona, but I went to Sea Life in Minnesota, right? And I'm not sure why, but I checked my Vegas rewards to see if I got anything in Minnesota. Jack shit, by the way. You don't get anything in there. But, I did notice that the Sea Life Aquarium was in the Mall of America, and I checked my rewards, and, they weren't there. But if I ever go to Arizona for whatever reason, if I want to go to Sea Life, I can go to that for free. And I do like the option to have other things. Now, do I think that they should be non-casino focused rewards? Absolutely not. Aside from cruises and airfare, anything that doesn't have anything to do with a casino. I mean, Madame Tussauds, at least that's in the Vegas trip.
Right.
That sort of thing, that makes sense. But anything non-casino focused, like I don't want to take a stupid Greyhound tour of Florida. I don't want to go to Australia and take their also Greyhound tour for some reason. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
If I'm playing a casino game, I want to get stuff for a casino. And I know real casinos, if you're a high roller, they'll take you out to the Grand Canyon for no damn reason. You can just be like, hey, you know what? My wife wants to go shopping at the mall. Can you go ahead and get her $3,000 on a prepaid card? And they'll be like, oh, of course, Mr. DJ. Of course, Mr. Ace. We'd love to send your wife somewhere. Absolutely. Would you like to still join us at the craps table at 10? Let's go ahead and push it back to 11. You guys were buying me a spa treatment. Absolutely. I get that's what real casinos do. But it just kind of spreading that out and having to move the money around like that. I didn't dig that, but I do like having options outside of Vegas.
Yeah, and if you're close to it, I can agree with it. I live 20 minutes from a Harrah's. The closest MGM property to me would be Detroit. Um, I just, I use the My Vegas for more the shows and the buffets or whatever, as opposed to staying. But I just really, I'm with you. Like when they started moving worldwide, like Australia and Hong Kong and stuff like that, I just really wish that they would reel it back in, or still bring. I guess someone's saying if you guys would have been here in the very beginning of the My Vegas rewards and how awesome it was back then, I mean, you wouldn't have believed how great it was, and they figured that out way too soon. Oh my gosh, people are pretty much playing their whole vacation on us because they're playing a video game on a computer.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a weird thing, and I just lost the live chat over here. No, I found the live chat. We good. I know we're a little over. Yeah. John even mentioned the front desk chicks are a bit rude when they know you. And see, they've never been rude to me when I'm on a comp. I'm always like, yo, it's all good stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing. But Jude's been rolling there. He's a hard 40, he says, and he's still getting those upgrades there because he's charming and got the good timing. And you know what? More power to you, brother. But no, I was just going to say, I really do kind of like the idea of Macau awards. And what interested me about that is My Vegas. I'm not sure if you remember. So My Vegas used to have a sister game called My Vegas Lucky Life. And it was really more of a sister game to My Konami slots because it did focus more on the Asian market, kind of how Konami, as you know, is a Japanese company, and they did have a lot of focus on the Asian market. And I mean, I used to be very involved with Konami too because I used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game when I was a teenager and a young man in college. Up until relatively recently, I was very into that, and Konami is a big part of that too. So I was real hyped about the My Konami slots when I found out about it, and I was real hyped about getting some rewards. And I found out that they had the My Vegas Lucky Life version where I could go to Macau too, and that really hyped me up. But they had a separate point system for that. I feel like if they had a My Vegas like Lucky Life that didn't have a separate point system, because the loyalty points in My Vegas Lucky Life were different from the ones in the traditional My Vegas game, and I very much like My Konami to focus on Macau rewards but still give you points for regular loyalty points. So then you have the option of using your My Vegas loyalty points, let's say from My Vegas Blackjack, you rack up a ton of them, you just load up the My Konami game, and then if you want to go to MGM Macau, you have the option. If you're going to do it like that, you got to do it right. Just focus on casino stuff, focus on MGM stuff, and do it right. If you're going to do options, just be very, very focused.
I will say when it came out, I thought it was absolutely genius. I still do. I think Harris is missing the boat. I still say Harris because they used to be Harris Properties. Now they're Caesars Entertainment.
Oh God, Caesars has a game too. Did you know Caesars Slots is a game?
Yeah, but it's not like My Vegas though. It's
terrible. Yeah.
What's that?
No, I was just saying that they're abject failures because I played that. I played it for the channel just to see if it was any good, and it doesn't get you any rewards unless you buy coins, and it's like you're missing the points.
I went from at that point I was a high roller at Harrah's, and My Vegas came out, and I took my play and my stays to the MGM properties because of My Vegas, and I thought it was absolutely genius, and I absolutely loved it, and I still think it is. Don't get me wrong, I use it all the time. One thing I do commend them on is back in the day, you could only play the computer game. Now they've got pop slots, they've got My Konami, they've got Blackjack. I mean,
they've cornered the market. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you've really got where if you can only earn so much gold a day on the desktop version, but now if you do that, then you've got all these different ways to earn the gold. I mean, that's why I'm over 2 million gold coins because I play them every day. I go to My Vegas Advisor, which I'm sure you do too.
Oh yeah. Chong's a good friend of mine.
And I basically I just keep racking them up because you never know. And like I'm going out spontaneously in 3 weeks, and I'm going to Ka. I've not seen Ka yet.
Oh, I'm going to Ka too.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first time. I've been almost every show but Ka. I always go. The reason I do this, and this is another tip I want to give you people: go to Tournament of Kings at Excalibur. Get the free one because this is why. This will be my 5th time going, and you know why? Because you get dinner and a freaking show at the same time. I don't care how many times I've seen it. For free, I get to go out, and it gets you off the tables. You go out for a couple hours, and the dinner's good, and the show's excellent. And so I'm going to see that, and then went ahead and spent one on a buffet. But, man, that's another secret, man. If you can get dinner and a show for free, do it. Absolutely do it.
Definitely. All right, man. Well, any final thoughts before we go ahead and wrap it up for the day? I think that's about all the topics we had, and we're a little over the top of the hour.
Do a collab, bro. We gotta do some video. I'm gonna try because I'm gonna bring my gimbal with me out there and do some videos while I'm out there. I'm gonna try to do a better video. It's hard to do live videos on craps because of the security.
Yeah, I noticed that. No, I actually got a little something. I'm gonna tell you about it offline, and I was gonna tell you the viewers about it, but I just ordered a little something that's going to help us with that.
Yeah, I think we may be on the same process. I'm going to try to show my tier crap strategy. I would have loved to talk about my tier strap strategy because I know that guy was talking about the don't pass line.
Well, Jude, don't forget to go ahead and check out DJ. I got a link to him in the description box below, man. Just go ahead and hit him up.
Yeah, if you're a low roller out there and you want to play and you want to earn comps, I'm telling you, man, you take this strategy that I developed. Don't get me wrong, you can lose at it. Don't get me wrong, you can lose at every game you play. They don't build Vegas out of winners, but it's a simple strategy that basically lets you sit there and play, especially on the e-table games, and like you do on video poker, that you can rack up the tier points. Like for every $5 or $10 spent, you get a point, I think. And if you don't understand tier points, I've also got a video on how that works as well. But, dude, seriously, the guy that asked about the don't pass, check out my tier point strategy where you use the don't pass line and then you just use the point. It really basically gives you a chance to play and earn tier points without spending a ton of money and getting comped. If you're a high roller, you're fine, but if you're a low roller and you want to earn those, buffets or get those free rooms, which is what we all want, this is a way to do it without spending $500. Okay, so if you get a chance, check it out. I would have loved to have shown Ace on the thing, but maybe another time.
We'll go ahead and make it happen. But yeah, guys, that's all the time that we have for tonight. I wanted to go ahead and thank our special guest star, DJ from What's Up with DJ. So, DJ, thanks for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate you. That's the studio audience that I don't physically have again here in my basement.
Like big six wheel, bro.
All right, that's that big six wheel. Oh, so bad. And on that bombshell, I think we're gonna sign. You have a usual sign off, right? I'll let you go ahead and do your sign off first.
All right. Once again, what up to promote positivity, and I'll catch you later.
And as always, this is Ace of Vegas signing off, wishing you all strong hands and, of course, happy spinning. Good night, guys. Thanks for coming to the show.